Is this any time for the Commander-in-Chief to arrive?
Now, unless you want to see Angela race to the ground.
The Commander-in-Chief has been loading this stuff.
My army has marched for more days than I can remember.
But I haven't seen that work.
And we still have preparations to make, so I'll make this plain. We require every soldier you can summon, your personal escorts, even yourselves. And we need them now.
We do, but we need a lot more than that. We need money. We need funding. And that's what this campaign is all about.
Kitchen, storeroom, mother's room, stage, congregation, hangout place here, welcome area. Can you taste the vision? I can.
Walking tightrope, say the lightning like how you
Now, as you know, it's been pretty tough the last 10 years using a shared venue for the church. But the season we're in right now is also tough, and we're facing some pretty insurmountable challenges on the road ahead.
We cannot defeat this army.
We can't!
So, William,
And we will!
We are at a moment as a church that calls for investment, leaning forward.
If you'll not stand up with us now, then I say you're a coward.
I mean, I wouldn't go quite that far, Mel, but I do agree that
Now is our chance. Now!
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
We'll have what none of us have ever had before.
a church of our own.
Listen. You hear it?
The landlord has done a mammoth task of getting the venue ready for us to take over. Now it is something that we can work with.
you'll see the before pictures that this was a motor shop, a mess, and look what has happened. This is what we have. This is what God has given us.
We have a plan.
2.5. The bar counter. Make it pretty.
We have a dedicated team.
What are you stopping for, eh?
And we're working around the clock.
Sleep when you're dead. Push hard.
Yeah, and if you guys can run at this, then it means I can keep going with what I'm doing there, trying to make this OSB look pretty. What is going on here? You're stealing the light fittings.
Yes, we're stealing the light fittings.
Hey.
Well, we've discovered an earth fault here.
Hi, everyone else.
You learned that in Bar-
Sorted.
like a bunch of pros here, brother.
Bunch of pros, I can see. We're 6 hours in and you've got one cupboard done.
This is cupboard number 3.
Okay, I take that back.
Oh, please.
And for the record, it's not our number 6. What? It's our number 2. One. I only started 6.
Where have all the young men gone?
But now we need budget. So this is the way I suggest you go about approaching this campaign in this season of the life of our church. Look through the list of rewards on the right and think about what you value in your experience of being part of this church, or what imagination you have for something new in the future. And if there is something that you would like to invest in, that you would like to see happen, well, that's the no-brainer as to where to put your money. Now, we can't guarantee that whatever you invest into, that's how we will spend the money, and I'm just going to be upfront about that. We can't guarantee that because we don't know how much we're going to get, and we're going to have to juggle it in terms of the priorities. So I do want to ask that you trust us to spend it wisely, in line with what we get and what we need. But maybe you are someone who values sitting on a comfortable chair. Well, you can become a chair champion. Maybe you're someone who really appreciates the fresh bread that we have during a family meal or a communion Sunday. Well, imagine the smell of that fresh bread wafting through the sanctuary as it is being baked at the service. Well, that's only possible if we have an oven. And there are so many other categories as to what the future can look like if we lean forward and invest into it. We are super excited about this journey ahead. But there is one more thing that I'd like to ask, and that is for empathy and graciousness and understanding. When you have ideas, we want to hear them, but be wise and humble in how you present them. pastorally, it's quite a difficult task to navigate a whole lot of volunteers and their excitement. So please be aware of that. Secondly, many of the people involved are working during the week, during working hours. Why? Because they don't have paid work at the moment. And that is what's making it possible for them to contribute, but it comes at a cost to them financially. Bear that in mind. Secondly, those of us who do have full-time work, for us to be involved, we have to work on weekends and in the evenings, and that comes at a cost and a sacrifice to the family. So as you think about this new season and everything that is going into it, please pour your prayer and your grace and your commitment into it in ways that are going to help us as a team to move forward. Now go and have a look at those reward categories, choose what's important to you, and donate the heck out of them or into them. I'll see you on Sunday.
Will you fight? I'm gonna stay right here and fight.
The line must be drawn here.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
If a person grits his teeth and shows real determination,
That's how winning is done.
If you would be free men,
we can break this army here.
1 inch at a time. We are lions.
You're like a big bear, man.